Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go into Idra versus the Little One Game 3. This is the last game of the group stages, including Tester vs. Huck, The Lost Chronicles. This will decide who is the last player admitted into the Final Four that will be cast live at the Day 9 Starcraft 2 Countdown Party. Let's have a good old cheer at your computer for your favorite player, Idra or the Little One. Whoever wins will face QXC, the winner from Group A. So we are going into Game 3 right now. The question on everyone's mind is, what map will Idra choose for this last series? We are going into the game. Here we are, Metalopolis. Cross-map positions could not be more ideal for Idra. Looks like 12-second NP is so awful, not even entirely sure what that means, but either way, Idra is spawning in the north position as the green Zergy pieces, and in the bottom we have the ghostly pale white as the Little One. Now, this map, Little One does like this map quite a bit, despite the fact that I would call it a Zerg-favored map. The fact that you can do the cross-map split means that Zerg is always expanding away from the Terran, makes it hard to be aggressive, but of course the Little One likes being passive, likes going mech, and taking this high ground gold, and it's extremely difficult for Zerg to take his gold, thanks to the fact that the siege tanks can shoot across that gap to the Expo. So the Little One, I would probably be favoring a mech play, given his tendencies. Of course, mech play for Zerg on the, or medic marine play on this map isn't bad either, because of the wide open spaces, the multiple attack channels, and the effectiveness of drops. So a lot of decisions, a lot of stuff to worry about. Will Idra branch away from that 14 pool style he's known for? Will he go for the 14 hatch? A little bit riskier if your opponent, for instance, is here at the left position. But little does Idra know, couldn't be in better positions. He has already scouted this right position with this Overlord, so he knows that there is a 50-50 chance. Will he take the risk, or will he just stick to standard solid? Yes, he is going to be taking the risk. Idra's going to be expanding on 14. He is already sending a scout drone, and he is going to be so happy when he sees that there is a blank spot there. But of course, the Little One is a relentless player, will stick it through to the end, and is making a barracks at his front ramp and getting a gas geyser as well. He's going to be walling himself off in a bit. No, he's just going for the very late scout, unusually late scout. This would imply to me that he already has a very big plan in store. Doesn't matter if he scouts early or late. He's not going to be changing it based on what he sees. Idra finally throwing down his spawning pool. And a late gas, I don't think players mind very much on this map. A lot of players want to early gas on maps like Temple. After they've gotten the expansion, they need to worry about the Thor drops. They need to worry about the air. But of course, given the fact that your bases are so easy to defend from air because they're very tightly placed together, you can get a gas quite late, and there does go the very delayed extractor by Idra. Looks like the Little One going to try to be killing off this drone, and fortunately throwing down this factory, trapping it. There's the command center going down, the trademark wall off with the factory and the barracks from Little One, or extra supply depot going down as well. And this Marine is going to take his gun and shoot the drone in the face, because this Marine knows how much is riding on the line. 2,000 for first and 1,000 for second, sponsored once again by the Razer. I guess I would call them the Peripherals Manufacturing Company. I have always used their mouse and mousepad products, and they're coming out with that new line for StarCraft 2. I personally have the Spectre on order myself. So it looks like one Overlord is delayed here by Idra. There, it finally manages to finish. Double Queen timing coming up. Late gas once again, almost certainly going to be devoted to Zergling speed, as the Little One is a fan of those Hellion pushes. And there's the second factory from the Little One. Very, very unusual play coming for the Little One. The only player I've seen play somewhat similar to this was Maka against HeyPro in the Europe vs. Asia show match series. So this very fast double factory push can be pretty potent in close positions, but in cross positions it's tough. You got to rely on the mobility of those Hellions, and right now Idra has not made any sort of spine crawlers, is going to rely simply on Zergling speed for the defense, and very few Zerglings out right now. Woo, look at Little One just slipping right up there. Slides past this one queen, and here comes some roasting action. Whoa, just headbutting all those drones out of the way, shoving them fairly easily. Thanks to that dynamic pushing that is in StarCraft 2, you need to hit hold position and move in alternation to do good surrounds in this game. So that Hellion is going to easily be able to do some good damage. Still no kills yet. Yep, there is one kill finally going down. And look at the Little One trying to keep this one Hellion alive as long as possible. Two Zerglings do hatch. Doesn't look like that much damage has been done. Just one drone kill. Will he be able to get a second one? Yes, he does get the second kill on that Hellion. And wow, still managing to stay alive. This has been a very obnoxious move, as we can see that this queen is behind on throwing down those larvae. Good distraction there by the little one. It looks like the little one finally finishing this factory. Any command centers going down? No, just favoring getting more Hellions, favoring that pre-igniter upgrade, and meanwhile this Hellion is still alive. I thought that was dead for sure at 11 hit points. Looks like it has gotten 6 total kills. We'll be able to roast the rest. Yes, look at that one single Hellion dominating this early stage of the game. A 9th kill. Will he be able to get more drones? Little one trying to find an opening, and finally this queen takes it out, but that definitely ate into Idra's ability to make those drones early. More Zerglings coming out right now. More Hellions coming up. Oh, that blue flame upgrade is so dangerous. That will mean that these Hellions are going to annihilate those Zerglings very, very, very easily. Has to be a little bit careful. Gotta unburrow that supply depot if you're not planning on moving out too quickly, as we see a little counterattack with these Zerglings can be very, very damaging. Little one, oh no, a little one won't be prepared in time. There are Hellions at the front of the base. Some Zerglings are going to fall immediately, but here comes the big attack. Can the little one unburrow the supply depot in time? Yes, he manages to get it out, so he will be safe for the time being if he can repair that. And here comes the big Hellion push from the little one. He's losing a little bit of focus. He has to manage these 2 battles at once. Idra now pulling back, and the little one is going to be in beautiful position, but he does see that spire there, so that's going to be a great bit of information, and the little one just waltzing right past. Oh my god, huge shot, taking out 5 drones. There are more drones that go down. 2 shots, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it takes to cook a ton of drones, and Idra suffering severe losses. More drones get wasted, and the Zerglings finally clean everything up, but not after severe hits taken. The little one will have to make that armory to get those Thors out in time, and we can already see the little one saving up money. Looks like he walled his tanks there at the front, going to have to lift that supply depot and barracks out of the way to pull those tanks back to safety. A little bit late on the mules. We do see 2 mules were thrown down at the same time. If those Thors can get up, little one will be defended against these Mutalisks. And also want to just note that Idra, very low on the drone count, very far behind what he ordinarily would be. Look how low his money is. 200 money, 700 gas. Direct effect of the fact that those Hellions killed well over 20 units combined all game long. Another barracks going down for the little one. Loves this half barracks, half factory composition. There finally the armory is complete. 1 Thor en route, second one no doubt coming almost immediately, but it's going to be a little bit close. The fact that those Hellions did so much damage is really going to buy the time that the little one needs, because note that these Thors are really nowhere close to being finished, not even quite halfway. It's still a full 30 seconds before those Thors can finish. And of course 30 seconds is like 5 years in human years in StarCraft time. Or you know, about like 35 years in dog years. Very, very long time, 30 seconds in StarCraft 2. These 2 tanks are sieging up, 3 tanks sieging up very nicely. Going to get a strong Sim City there with his barracks to defend at the front, because little one did play with Legos as a child, so he knows the correct way to place these buildings. Look at the timing on the Thor, arriving just in time to repel these Mutalisks. Got to be really careful there if you're Idra. He does back off at the right time, but of course Idra, again, the advantage of Metalopolis expanding away from his opponent, already joining everything together with creep, very proactive about that. But this is the time when Idra needs to replenish that drone count. He was severely hurt by that, and with just these 2 Thors, if the little one can get enough Marines, he can push with the Marines, Thors, and Hellions and be in a beautiful position. Idra, on the other hand, really should start getting Roaches or Hydralisks. Most players would favor Roaches in this particular spot, as they are a little bit better against those mech units. There's the Roach Warren going down, and look at this, Mutalisk numbers not as high as you'd ordinarily have as Zerg, but the fact that those Thors came out in the nick of time, and the fact that there was so much damage done to Idra at the outset, means that he will not have nearly enough Mutalisks to deal with this particular composition, so he does need to switch over to the Roaches. There's the armor upgrade going down at the Evolution Chamber. A second Evo Chamber going down right now. Remember, everything rests on this last match. Whoever wins this game will advance to the Final Four. Little one sending some Hellions out to do a little bit of harassment, to check up on what's going down at the front. They will encounter some Zerglings and somehow misfiring and not being able to kill them, but of course after the second shot, no problem at all. And there is, again, great control by Little One, making all those drones line up.